I'm George Ratiu, Manager of Economic Research with Realtor.com. We're moving toward mid-March and the start of spring. However, with the Russian war against Ukraine deepening and becoming more deadly, we're seeing a tangible impact on the US economy. The NFIB Small Business Optimism Index fell to a 12-month low in February, with over a quarter of companies pointing to high inflation as a chief concern, the highest share since 1981. Supply chain disruptions and labor shortages are pushing costs higher. In turn, a record 68% of small business owners are passing those on to consumers. Speaking of labor shortages, there were over 11 million open jobs in the first month of 2022, and more than 4 million workers quit their jobs, leaving almost 2 open jobs for every unemployed person looking for work. On the upside, very few of the workers quitting dropped out of the labor force. The trend was reflected in the jobless claims figures, which showed that companies are wary of laying people off. Following a year of taking on a lot of debt, combined with prices rising swiftly and living expenses squeezing family budgets, households cut back sharply on borrowing in January. With prices expected to rise even more this year, we may see further trimming in consumer spending. And speaking of rising prices, the Consumer Price Index accelerated further in February, outpacing expectations. Families are spending more on food, energy, gasoline, cars, and housing, putting a big question mark over their capacity to continue doing so for the rest of the year, especially as wage and salary gains are not keeping pace with inflation. All eyes are on the Fed's meeting next week, with worries that a planned 25 basis point rate hike may be too little, too late. Real estate markets are unseasonably active in early March, with buyers and sellers trying to get ahead of rising rates. Interest rates rebounded this week, moving again toward 4% and reaching for the highest level in almost 3 years. Today's buyers of a medium-priced home are facing a mortgage payment about $290 per month higher than a year ago. Realtor.com's weekly data underscore rising affordability challenges. The first week of March saw new listings drop, leading to a fast pace of sales and an acceleration in prices. Buyers are looking at fewer homes for sale while watching rising interest rates shrink their purchasing budgets. Not surprisingly, February's most in-demand markets are cities with strong economies, desirable amenities, and relative affordability. However, even in these markets, prices are pushing towards new highs. Stay well this week, spend time with family and those close to you. We'll keep you updated on the latest at our website and Twitter feed.